Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for tuning in. Let's jump right into it. Hope you're good, by the way. All right, today has been quite the day. Not too long ago, shared something on TikTok. So if you follow me on TikTok, you might want to check it out because I don't know. Well, if you're new here, of course you wouldn't know. But for those who have been here and been following, I've said some things in some videos that might come back up because they're relevant now. Because I told you that my readings, they're timely. They don't take years and decades to pass, okay? And I'm not boasting or being boastful when I say that. It's just how it is, all right? So when things resurface, it's almost like, yeah, time's up. It's happening now, it's happening soon, very soon. Okay, so I'm going to allow spirit to just bring things up that is relevant to the moment, like right here, right now. Let me tap into the energies that I need to see that could potentially save somebody from extraordinary and extenuating circumstances. I have so many notes and I don't know where to begin. So I think we should begin with the 5 because 5 has been the number that came up for examination. Okay. Somebody's gonna be celebrated, or is going to be some kind of celebration. I mean, it is my birthday, but I know these fireworks are not going off for me right now. So it might be some Indian holiday. What, sweetheart, you know what? Oh, it's okay. She has her headset on. Might be Diwali, or is it Diwali? What holiday is it right now? It's Diwali. So there's fireworks here because I live with a large population of Indians and Pakistanis, a few Sri Lankans, Bangladesh. Anyhow, number 5 is what we're going to be examining. I just wanted to put that in there because for those who are New Year and fireworks, so that's a message in itself. Let me jot that down. New Year fireworks. As I was saying, anything that comes out the channel once the video starts is relevant to a message, either a message already been shared, delivered, or the current message. And it could apply to anybody, anywhere, somebody, somewhere out there. But again, these messages lately have been specific. So specific, I could even name names. So specific, I could even give birthdays if I wanted to. But I'm going to slow my roll and wait for the time release for my Lord to say green light. Okay, so just listen in. If you think something resonates with you, please consult a professional. If you're in danger, go to the police. Just seek help if you need help, okay? Don't just take my words and suggestions as legal or medical advice. I like to clump everything under the umbrella of entertainment to be on the safe side. But again, I'm not a deceptive person. So I will just remind you again to listen keenly. Number 1, use your discretion, use your discernment. Okay? I will try to simplify some things that are necessary to be encrypted, again, for my own protection. So this message will only be able to be grasped and comprehended by those who I guess, a chosen one, like somebody who is sensitive, somebody who walks with the Lord. You know, I think, again, most of my messages are for chosen ones of Christ, okay, of God. So if you don't have a relationship, you know, I don't know if these messages will ever apply, because that's the energy I tap into. Okay, so anyhow, what I was saying, halt the fireworks. I see a cruiser right now. Lights are on. Don't know where it's headed though, but there is something significant about cruisers. Okay, lots of messages of raids been coming up as well, or the theme of a raid has been coming up. Okay, so somebody may want to refresh some older messages to see if there's anything in there that may pertain to you. Okay, also on my TikTok, what was I talking about for it to come out? Hold on a second. I was speaking about DMX, I believe, and I was talking about how I really enjoyed his performance in Belly. Okay, and I mentioned the cast, that it was all black cast, even including Hype Williams, the director or producer. Okay, Nas was there in it. Method Man. My daughter is actually using my phone, so I can't even pull up the cast, but there are quite a few people who I like, admire, love, respect. Okay, perhaps some of those members or actors on that cast need to be careful tonight or something. I don't know why I'm thinking so heavily of the cast of Belly. Okay, there's something relevant about Belly. I will try my best when I listen back to formulate a title that you could just focus on for a minute, concentrate, allow it to sink in. Okay, but the cast of Belly is in question here, strongly in the energy. Okay, I don't know if somebody just had a baby, but you know when you're playing with a baby, like a baby boy will say dada dada, or if you're at a magic show, you're like dada. I think the dada is more fitting to the situation than the baby. Dada dada, unless a baby is involved in this situation again. Okay, so dada. How do you spell dada? Is that D-A? D-A? I think so. Or D-A, D-A-A-A. Dada. Okay. I also, so please take note. The cast of Belly needs to take note of something, okay? Also, I know this person wasn't in Belly, but he came up in one of the readings when I was talking about Roman's Revenge, where Eminem had a verse, and we went through the verse a little bit, and it was like so crazy, and I had to stop and laugh because I couldn't even be serious in that moment. He's just so great. I thought about that moment, like maybe there's something there. Like I realized that his birthday was just the other day, October 17th. I didn't know he was a Libra too, and I know I said there's lots of Libra energy right now. We're in the season, of course, but there's additional push for air to react, or just I don't know how to explain it, or I don't want to take up too much time to explain it. But happy birthday, Eminem. I don't know if you'll ever get this message, see this video, but I thought about you just the other day, and I'm like, you have an exceptional talent. You're incomparable. I don't know who to compare you to, and that's when you know you're great, when no one compares, okay? And when no one compares, that means there is no competition. All right, so kudos. And I haven't heard about you in a while. Well, I haven't really been into the media, but you crossed my mind, and I'm sending you some love. I hope you had a wonderful birthday. I hope your friends checked in on you, your loved ones, and I hope you're okay. Okay, I really hope you're okay, because M came up, but that could be the short form of Eminem. Somebody could be into Eminems, or initial could be M and M, or EM. Okay, but because I thought about Roman's revenge, I thought about M now. And then again, when I did that reading, I said, you're so dope. Okay, so I don't know if that's relevant. I'm not saying it has to be specifically relevant to M, okay? Or if dope is going to be found somewhere, okay? Someone may get an unexpected vinegar. Let me write that down. Okay, so some things, what, bitter? Is vinegar bitter or not bitter? Somebody might be bitter, but tangy? Why would I say vinegar? Okay, maybe something will come to that. Oh, the only other time I brought up vinegar was when I said you catch more flies with honey than you do with vinegar. So fly is probably the word I need to focus on here. So fly, I think we spoke about fly before. I don't want to go too deep into digging. Okay, so somebody's digging something up. I don't want to go through all these notes to see where the fly on the wall is, or the notes on the fly, okay? And fly could also, bless you, sweetie, fly could also represent bug again. Remember ladybug? Okay. Fly can mean something is also moving around quickly, flying around, news, traveling. I'm looking at the page, and look at this, what's in the air? Can you see that? I'm supposed to see this because I just said I wasn't going to go through the notes, and here I am going through the notes. So I'm meant to either just see this page or go through the notes. So let me just take a glance of what's going on here. But I think this is just a reminder of maybe the last video I posted. What's in the air? Sacrifice. Okay, sink or swim. And then there's something about megastar. Okay, either air or fire. Something heartbreaking is going to happen, or something where the heart is actually involved. Okay, meaning like cardiac arrest, or any cardiovascular issue or disease. What else do I need to see on this? Something about double numbers here, like something's doubling up. I don't know if this is bodies, because the last time I spoke about pile up is when I saw the pile up of poop on the sidewalk. And I want to tell you this. I think the next day, if not 2 days after, I walked and actually stepped in a little of the poop. Totally forgot that the poop was there. I stepped right in it, almost slipped. I had to like, what the, you know? And of course I freaked out, wiping my boots on the grass, like, so that might be relevant as well. Somebody stepped in some ish, okay? Or there's going to be some kind of print, like, you know how they do the bottom of a shoe. That might be relevant in something here, some footprint. Or follow the footprint. Follow the footprint could be follow a guide, follow instructions, follow something. Follow something. Follow the cue, because I know that came out for one reading. It's in a title. For those new here, if you don't have time or don't wish to watch the videos in its entirety, or you can't watch them, I don't see why you will sit and binge unless you like what you see here, you like what you hear here. But just an overview, like taking a glance at the titles, starting from a few videos down all the way up to now, you'll see like a little story or little hints, clues here and there, and it will give you an idea, because messages, especially lately, carry over, and usually they connect. Okay, lots of connecting of dots going on here in this psychic investigation. Something about double up. Did I say that? Something about MIA. So missing in action. Okay, maybe an air sign is missing in action. Okay, but I see earth, air, fire. I don't know if it's going to be 5 to 6 casualties, like I said, in a situation. Okay. And a lot about couples. Why do I don't know what's going on with my like I can't breathe. Somebody might set fire to a place, because I feel like I'm inhaling smoke. Like I feel like this feels like what it would feel like for smoke inhalation. Okay. Okay, again, lots with the double numbers. So if there were to be casualties in something, innocent bystander, why do I keep saying standard? Innocent bystanders. Something about standards though, bystanders. So somebody's doing something by standard, or not doing something by standard, by correct protocol. Did not get the proper authority to do something, okay? So somebody may have concocted a plan outside of their jurisdiction, okay? So this is like work that dirty cops would do. That's what I'm getting. I'm looking at method man, so there's a method to this. Okay, maybe to someone's madness, because I know there is to mine. Okay, but there's something about 5 pills here. I don't know if somebody is going to ingest 5 pills, or somebody did ingest 5 pills, or 5 pills was found on the possession, on the body of a person when they were apprehended unexpectedly by police. Okay. So there's 3 names I'm looking at on this page, and it's Hype Williams, Nas, Method Man, but then now I see Brandy a little bit lower. Okay, so I'll just show you so you know what I'm talking about here. Okay, I hope it was clear. So there's going to be a splitting down the middle of something. This could be relationships, like again, couples being split apart. Okay, again, with a double number, somebody who has a matching birthday or matching age. We might see a double take, like both of them be thing, or they might reflect somebody who already passed, who was also a celebrity. Okay, so for instance, I'm seeing Brandy's name. I believe her birthday is February 11th. Okay, but Whitney Houston passed on February 11th. So what I'm trying to say is almost like a reflection. So if you, how do I explain it? Maybe I could write it down. Okay, born. Okay, die. Did I write down Whitney's birthday though on this page? Because I don't have my other phone. I think it's August 7th. I'm gonna have to use someone else because I don't wanna. I'm trying to just be wise here. I gotta know what I'm doing. Okay, so let's just use the number 4. So we have 1111, and now we have 4 4. Okay, so I'm just gonna fill in. So right now, this is how I have the 1111, just like that. Okay, I'm gonna put 1 4 over here, 1 4 over here. Okay, so we have this now. Okay, if you're new here, you would have to go back because I don't even have time to explain this 411 right now. But it means like, what's the news? What's the business? What's the inside scoop? Okay, what are people saying? What's going around? What's in the rumor mill? So that's what the 411 is indicating right now. Okay, but I don't want to. Maybe that's a message why it was supposed to come out this way. So take note, like this. There's some news here for someone, or somebody needs to watch the news. Okay, that could also be relevant, or some news is coming your way. Okay, prepare yourself for some news. Somebody. 114. Going back to the birthdays. So now you have 11-4 and then 4-11. So this is what I mean by the reflection. Okay, so somebody, because since I wrote this down, when you write it down, it kind of gives you another number or somebody else's birthday. Okay, so now we have 11-4 and then 4-11. Okay, I want to make it simple, and then I also don't want to take up too much time, so I hope I'm doing a good job. So someone's birthday or something could be happening on, what month are we in? 10. So 11 is November 4th. Okay, then we have 4-11. That's April 11. Okay, so something relevant might be happening to somebody on these days. Okay, or these could be somebody's birthday that is important to this situation. Okay, like I want to give another example without using 11 again. I'm going to use 14 and 14, see what comes out.
Mama, is it done?
Almost 2 more minutes. 14. And then I'm going to do 12, 12. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Somebody could be born December 14th. Okay, 2 people could share the same birthday, December 14th. Okay, I think that's enough with that. Let me look at my alphabet chart real quick to see. And this is just basic decoding. I did a demonstration before you would have to go back. I just want to make sure I get the important stuff out, because there's something really relevant about tonight. I know that I told you guys Tuesdays are a big day for things coming out. Okay, things that are fiery or involve a fire sign. All right, like when there's an upset, we know that Tuesday, Mardi, like Mardi Gras, Mars. So a lot of passion, might be dealing with some passionate people here. Fire signs, passion, fire signs. Aries could be involved here. I see AAD and then DAA. I know AAD. It looks like add or add. And then DAA. Okay, hold on. There's just a lot of ADDA. That might be somebody's initials here. Where DA stands for something. A dab, a bad. Let me see. I hear like a helicopter sound. But at night? A dab, a bad. Wow, okay. So again, you see the flip. So it's dab and then bad. Same letters, but it's almost like a mirror reflection, okay? So a dab, a bad. So bad, dab, bad. So this going back to fingerprints that came out in the previous messages. It was a bad dab. Something about transfer of prints didn't work. So now opened up maybe an investigation that was previously closed. Is somebody looking into something here? Maybe the DA is looking into something, because there's lots of A's and D's and AA's again. Okay, so maybe a DA is looking into a fingerprint that was smudged, smeared. I would have to go back to that video. It wasn't too long ago where we spoke about the domino. I think it's still here. You see that little smudging here? When we first talked about it, when I first was doing a demonstration, I was touching this accidentally and then it rubbed off on my hand. So I was explaining that there's like a transfer here. Maybe somebody was trying to pin a crime on someone else by taking their prints from one thing, using some kind of technology that would be able to transfer it without it being too obvious. But it looks like the smudging possibly alerted someone. Okay, so we have bad dab here. Okay. I know when I was somebody's watching something, somebody may be watching you and you don't know. Like I said, lots about places being bugged, not just places where you live, but cars and offices. Somebody may need to go and watch some of the old videos. But when I was doing the video earlier on TikTok, I was instructed to put certain words in the comment section. I told whoever would watch to not wish me a happy birthday, to take the happy out of it. Okay, so something, the happiness is gone, no longer happy, or someone happy out of it. Okay. Instead I said you could just simply put B-Day, because I didn't want to say don't wish me anything, you know. I appreciate well wishes, of course, but I cannot lie easily. It's not the happiest of times. I'm content. I'm okay. But to say I'm happy, that would be deceptive. All right, so somebody might be deceptive here, pretending to be happy, but they're not. But what I was going to say, I encourage them to use other words instead of that phrase. So I said you could use B-Day, one mic. Oh, I didn't even write that part down. B-Day, one mic, broken-hearted, Braveheart, PB, and the number 5. So you may want to go to TikTok to check out that video if you feel led, if any of those words resonate with you. Okay. I didn't write down brave. What did I put brave meant? When I meant to write brave heart. Oh my goodness. This is how the channel goes, everyone. But bereavement is actually looking like bereavement. I mean, I wrote bravement. I could tell it's bravement, but I'm like, the only other word it could breathe. I feel so weird in this area. My throat's not as bad as yesterday or the day before. But someone's heart is weak. Or somebody's going to be startled and they didn't know that they had a weak heart and they might go into cardiac arrest. Okay. Maybe someone's going to have a heart attack. But bereavement gives somebody passes and someone else has to take some time off to, you know, do all that stuff. Okay. And I'm not going to deny it. I sense a lot of death in the energy. I already said that we're entering Scorpio season, dark waters. Okay. And Scorpio is a death card in the tarot. So death is going to be swallowing somebody up those waters. And we touched on something about P. Diddy. And I'm seeing his birthday here again, November 4th. So I don't know if he's a catalyst to all of this or if he is just a chosen one as well. Meaning chosen ones have power and the authority to step on scorpions and devils. So if somebody stepped on P. Diddy without authority, P. Diddy has the right to avenge, to appeal, okay, to get back, but without that aggressive connotation. Like he could counter. Okay, so maybe somebody's countering something, somebody's on the counter, under the counter, something's on the counter, or P. Diddy is countering or planning to appeal. Okay. Again, if somebody stepped on the scorpion and there's like a grand reaction that's going to come out of it, that means P. Diddy's some kind of scorpion king. Okay. So that means, again, he has certain powers. Maybe he wasn't aware of these powers and he's in there crying out to the Lord, which I think he is. Sometimes my Lord turns on the channel and I think he's definitely begging God for help. Okay. So if he's a scorpion king, he has a mission here. He has a purpose here. Whether people agree on his unsavory character, not anyone could touch a scorpion king. You have to have high spiritual ranking. So I don't know who decided to step on this scorpion king not knowing he was a king. They're going to pay some kind of severe penalty. Okay. And the scorpion king can decide what that penalty is. He controls death's dark waters. Okay. So if he says death, take 5, death is going to take 5. And 5 is the number that is in the energy that I'm supposed to be discussing. But here I am talking about police bus and DA and all this other stuff. Somebody needs to check on M, please. I don't know, when I see the like M together, I think about him and a sadness comes over me. Okay, so please. Okay. That will stay till next time. Let me pull up. Let me look at the number 5 because it just felt like this is a reminder that there's something important on it. So I'll let you take a look at it first. It kind of came out of nowhere, but I had it from when I first started YouTube and was making my own cards. And then I got rid of everything, I thought. But this magically appeared today, you know, because things just work out like that. My spirit guides are awesome, okay? They're on the job. So take a look at this. So the number 5 has been coming up a lot, like I said, especially with the song 5 Steps by Drew Hill. And that's nothing new. That's not a new message that's being channeled. It started months ago, kind of stopped for a bit. Now it's coming back again, okay? So I don't know if we're 5 days apart from passing of someone that we love and cherish, or this is 5 people, 5 pairs of people, so that would be 10 if we're dealing with the doubles, because remember there's something significant about doubling up. But somebody's going to the crossroads, okay? This is a warning. There's going to be some kind of unexpected loss. You see that in the middle here? So that's going to be like the main attraction, main energies. Lots more energies are going to be tuning into this in the middle. Then we have accident. We have theft. We have somebody who's just spiritually discontent. So sad. I hope it's not M. Please check on M. Somebody might pass during surgery. The market might crash. I don't know if that would affect any of my viewers, but look into that, okay? Because I know we're heading towards like the major wealth transfer. Okay, I know a lot of people might not believe in that, but I guess we shall see. Okay, where the wicked fall to rise no more, and all the treasures and riches of the wicked is actually stored up for the righteous. Okay, so I don't know if this Scorpio season is the onset of the wealth transfer, but it's going to be a tug and pull because of course certain people don't want to give up what they think is rightfully theirs, even though they probably did some underhanded things to achieve it. Okay, but we're going to see something. Wow. What else we have? Man, I need to go get my eyes checked, but this is written very small. Something about strength diminishing, or someone's depending on someone's strength here. Somebody's very dependable. We have Chris Rock's name here, so that might be interesting. That might be relevant. And then we have Eddie Murphy. Okay, so another EM right there, Eddie Murphy. And then so M and M, that's a double again. Okay, so are they possibly up for passing? M. But if we flip it like we're supposed to, it's M and then me. M-E. Okay, so somebody who has an Emmy may pass. Someone's name could be Emmy. Okay. I'm looking at here. Like this is how I'm writing it, M. So Eminem, like short, Eminem shortened, and then Eddie Murphy's initials. But then we're supposed to put it how we do it, like this: the reflection, inflection, inversion. I don't know. So now it's M me. Okay. Again, someone's name could be Emmy, or somebody could have the initials EM and also ME, who may pass. I know I'm talking a lot about passing, but that's in the energy. Passing, something being passed around. Okay. M me. M and me. Here's M and me. So somebody with the initials EM and me. Me? M and me? Who's me? Okay, if it comes to me, I will come back because I'm stumped, but I feel like it's important who the ME is. I think ME is an initial here. I think both are initials, but at least I could say Eddie Murphy for one of them. But what is ME? Or maybe it's just together, ME. Or ME and then NEM. Or, okay, let me write Eminem, even though it wouldn't be how Eminem spells it. So EM, ME, NEM, so NEM. I don't know. Eminem is here and the energy's strong, and I don't, all I can say, if you know him, please check on him. Okay, because somebody's going to the crossroads, and I really hope it's not him. Something about 9 as well. 9 could be the day of a month or the day of somebody who's going to the crossroads. Okay, they might be born in the 9th month, so that's September, or on the 9th day of a month. The red on it is giving me maybe a fire sign, so April 9th, Leo, so August 9th. I think that's Whitney's birthday. What's the next fire season? December 9th. Okay, so I'm going to write these down after and see what comes out. But there's something about a fingerprint here, or bloody fingerprint. I think that's what it is, bloody fingerprint. Maybe establishment has the 9 in it. I know 9 means judgment. And then we have 9 nights leading up to a burial. Okay, so if someone were to pass, what is it today? Tuesday the 21st. Plus 9, that would be the 30th, so one day before Halloween. Somebody might pass or somebody might be buried. So October 30th. Again, that falls in the Scorpio season. I have a feeling that a lot of deaths are going to happen in the Scorpio season, but we're still in Libra season, so some might be called to justice before Libra season ends. Okay. So sad, and it's my birthday, but it's okay. I'll be okay. I just want to full 1 barrel at least to make me feel like this fundraiser is going somewhere, but we shall see. Double up, double take. There's something else I'm supposed to say, I heard. Again, something about fly. I know one of my favorite songs is by Nicki Minaj and Rihanna, Fly. I came to win, to fly, to conquer. I came to win, to rise. Came to win, to survive, to prosper, to rise, to fly. Somebody's gonna fly like doves fly away. Maybe they got drank a bad cocktail, because remember the vinegar, and we have bitter, tangy. Okay. Maybe something happened on New Year's Eve. a case, a passing, and somebody's looking into that. Oh, wow. Spanish fly? Because look, bitter, tangy, vinegar. And then we have fly. And then when I think number 5, cinco, okay? So Spanish fly, somebody might put Spanish fly in somebody's beverage, or did, and they realized it tasted bitter and tangy, or tasted like vinegar. So somebody was drugged. Or fly did the drugging. Somebody cinco. Splitting down the middle. Somebody's gonna get double for their trouble. Somebody needs to double up. That may be on security. Okay, something's gonna be a 2-for-1 special. I hope that's a pizza. Okay, and not anything else. Seeing doubles, which I already explained a little bit, and deja vu. Okay, emphasis on the double up on security. Make sure your things are locked, and if you have weapons, put them in a safe. Okay, if you do drugs, this is a time, you know, to put it in a safe. Try not to have anything incriminating out, just in case you have unexpected visitors. Okay, because I had an unexpected visitor, a ghost. Okay, so something might pop up. Somebody who passed away. Again, this is giving me a case has been opened, or a case is being looked into, and there are a lot of suspects on the list. Okay, this is what this is given. Maybe including Eminem, why he's coming out so strongly, or even Nas. Both of them are coming out, and Brandy, but I don't see. Oh, Brandy 11. Maybe they're looking into the Whitney Houston case, and Brandy's somehow looking suspicious. Okay, these are just coming out through the channel. Okay, these are not judgments, definitely not value judgments, definitely not pointing fingers here. It's a reminder that these could be regarded as mental ramblings that I'm sharing, because I have such a creative mind. My Lord, give me the messages so I could wrap up. Feeling like I just need to sleep. Wait in the water. Wait in the water, children. Okay, I don't think I want to push it because my daughter wants me, and I keep telling her 1 minute, so let me hurry up and get off this. You have a rude why, eh? It's a song by Rihanna. Didn't I just mention something about Rihanna? I don't remember though. Okay. Some kind of rude boy in the mix here. Come on, rude boy. Next we have, this people have I formed for myself. They shall show forth my praise. This is taken from Isaiah 43, verse 21. Okay. So we're dealing with, again, chosen ones here, untouchables here. Okay, maybe we're talking about Diddy again, the Scorpion King. He's a rude boy, but he's one of God's chosen ones. Like, God favors him despite anyone's opinion or value judgments. Okay, and again, I think he's going to be redeemed. Well, first released, redeemed. Well, no, he could be redeemed first. So redeemed, released, restored, and righteous. God will put on his righteousness on him, and he will be a public servant of the Lord. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, still swaggy, of course, you know, he has that flair, but he's actually one of God's warriors. I'm hearing he's a part of God's soldier. He's a part of, or God's about to transform him into that. Okay, look at this, vindicated. I can't make it up. Okay, this rude boy is about to be vindicated because God has plans for him. Scorpion King. Okay, Scorpion King. God loves him. Okay, I can't make this up. I can't make this up. Well, I can, but I won't. And then we have some kind of hidden animosity. Okay. Rude boy, Rihanna. So hidden animosity. Rude boy doesn't have to be Rihanna. Clearly she's not a boy, but she sang the song. What album is that? Loud or Rude? Well, whatever. But we know who she was signed to, so maybe there's some hidden animosity between a rude boy who was called to praise the Lord, going to be vindicated, and it's going to be revealed that there's been hidden animosity the whole time between this person and another person. Okay. Just given Cain and Abel, that's the energy I'm feeling right now. King of Pentacles. It's a Virgo. I just opened and I saw death. And then I put the King of Pentacles like right on top, okay? So this again, earth sign, okay? Or the hidden animosity could be between a Scorpio and an earth sign, okay? But we're dealing with kings here. We're dealing with kings. Just a few cards to wrap it up. So like I said, I am tired. It's been quite the day. I want to get out of this day. But happy birthday to my son's father, okay? We share the same day, and that's also a double up, okay? Well, is it a double? Yeah, double up. I didn't want to say anything before because I didn't want anyone to know then, okay? But today is my birthday, which I said before that it's my son's father's birthday. So we share the same birthday, hence why we use 1021 to communicate. When we want to show our love, like we want to communicate our love, it'll be 1021 when it's not 1021, and then when it is 1021, a heart. We're talking about the clock here. So something on the clock, a heart's on the line. A heart, I'm telling you, somebody's heart's gonna go. Somebody's heart is going to go, because my son's father is my heart. Okay, so maybe somebody who's even born on this day as well. Judge Judy, I love you, Judge Judy. Somebody could be born on this day that might pass as well, 1021. So much passing. Let me hurry up and get out of this. But it's expected, Scorpio season. Waters are murky. Is somebody gonna get murked? Has somebody muddied the waters? Okay, with this hidden animosity. Okay, that's the Queen of Pentacles trying to jump out, but it didn't. Okay, so maybe we got a jumper. An earth sign might jump. Okay. Or maybe an earth sign is jumping to conclusions. We have 10 of Swords here. We have this showing a lot of people in anxiety right now. I'll just take those two. This is on the bottom. I'll leave it on the bottom because clearly that's how somebody feels. Okay. Remember I said somebody feels spiritual discontent, like they're all alone, like somebody could be isolated here. Okay, look, number 9. This is a 9 of Swords. Could be an air sign. And I think it's Eminem. Won't hold you. I think Eminem is depressed, going through it, feeling like nobody cares. Like, I think he could care less whether he goes. Like, he's not thinking about how other people will feel. I think he's had enough. Somebody's at the end of life. Not saying it's M. Somebody's name could start with M or EM, or it could be M. It could be him. Because 19 and 10, that's 10 again, the end. New cycle begins. This person looks like they're so over it. A Virgo or Hermit. Again, somebody's isolated. Somebody needs to check in on somebody who is suicidal. Somebody's thinking about ending it, so they might be taking a lot of drugs at this time. Let me split the deck. Somebody wants to, like, somebody doesn't want to live anymore. I'm going to end it here. 54, 54. Somebody check on M, please. Because, that will make me sad. That's heartbreaking to hear. And I know we all gotta go. But, we need to take the time to give people their flowers when they're still here. Somebody